up, you guys? Welcome back to the Sky is the Lemma Sports Channel. Central Nation, what is good with you? Guys, alright, ladies and gentlemen, let me make sure I get it pulled up correctly. Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley have agreed on a boxing match. Now, there is no specific date that has been set for this fight, but this is who Jake Paul is fighting next. So Tyron Woodley is another former UFC welterweight champion. I think he still fights now. I'm not 100% sure. You guys can check me on that, but I'm more of a guy that watches boxing more so than the UFC. But I had to look at a couple highlights because I'm like, what has Tyron Woodley done in his UFC career? What is he best known as? And wouldn't you guess it? He's best as a grappler. He's better as a wrestler than a... Of course! Jake Paul is at the finesse game again, ladies and gentlemen. He's at it again, ladies and gentlemen. But this guy, for one, looks like there's two things that are positive about this. Tyron Woodley looks like a guy that will show up in shape. He looks like a guy that will show up in shape. Unlike Ben Askren, who ran up in there with like a beer belly and shit. Like I think Tyron Woodley will show up in shape. Now, he has a 19-7 record, which is it's alright. It's an alright record. It's an alright record. And he has a tie apparently, something like that. I think that's what I saw. But yeah, he's an alright record. The one things I had to look at some highlights to get an idea of what his boxing could be. He has a lethal right hand. That is one thing I did see from like his like finishes and his knockouts. Out of like, there was a top 5 video or whatever, and out of 5 of those fights that I had to show the finishes, 4 of them he put the opponent on the canvas with his right hand. So that is encouraging to see, because it's like, okay, maybe this fight actually might be something. It has potential to be something. Like, Tyron Woodley is not a boxer. He's not a boxer. We have seen that Jake Paul clearly over the past 3 years, he's done his training and he's improved as a boxer, to the point to where, yeah, he has to start boxing like real amateur boxers. But of course, it's not gonna be amateur boxers. We thought we might get him fighting Tommy Fury, but or whatever. But Jake Paul said basically he has too many losses or whatever. I'm like, this guy has a decent amount of losses, but I don't know, bro. But yeah, he's clearly going after the UFC fighters. It seems like he's going after more of the UFC fighters more so than the boxers. As of right now, Tyron Woodley, and your brother too, by the way. This is bigger than just boxing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, bro. We all know what time it is, bro. This ain't even about revenge for Ben Askren. This is revenge for Nate Robinson. This is what this is right here. Like, bro, this ain't even revenge for Ben Askren. This is revenge for Nate Robinson. If you catch my drift, you understand what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? You know, because us, you know, we was like, no. No. Why? No. Like, Nate, you had one. I say it all the time. Nate, you had one job. One. You had one job, bro. One. But this fight should be interesting. This is probably actually a fight from the beginning highlights, because when I first saw the beginning highlights from Ben Askren, I was like, bruh, he's tricking all of us. He's tricked everybody. He's tricked everybody thinking, oh, he's actually fighting an actual fighter and stuff like that. Nah, he tricked all of us. He tricked all of us again. Now, I know Tyron Woodley's going to get a very nice check from doing this fight. This is going to be a very nice check. I believe Jake Paul signed with Showtime, so I think this fight actually will not be with Triller. This fight was going to be with Showtime and stuff like that. But yeah, this should be interesting. This should be interesting to see. I think this fight, I can go out and say that this fight will be better. This could potentially be the best fight we've seen since the Jake Paul and Deji fight, as far as like how many rounds and stuff like that the fight would go. I think this fight, I can say that with a little bit of confidence, that this fight will go a little bit longer. Now, would I be surprised if Jake Paul wins? No. No, because this guy is a wrestler. This guy is a wrestler. He has one nice little punch, nice little lethal punch that he has with that right hand. Now, if he's able to land that on Jake Paul, then hey, all bets are off. But when we're talking about boxing and going all the rounds and stuff like that, that's where I think Jake Paul might have the advantage. Because he's been doing boxing for I don't know how many years and stuff like that. Now, I know UFC fighters, they do a semblance of boxing and stuff like that. But this guy's specialty is being a grappler and stuff like that. But the one positive I saw from the little videos footage I saw is that he has a lethal right hand. Kind of, you know, people said it about Deontay Wilder, but he's a very unorthodox fighter, but he has that lethal right hand, and if it lands, it's night. That could be the case for this guy Tyron Woodley. So we are going to see what's gonna happen. Like I said, I would not be surprised at all if Jake Paul. I do not believe that Jake Paul would knock this. I don't think. I mean, we don't know. People thought that he was gonna happen to Ben Askren. At this point, I don't know any, bro. I don't know. But I can go out on a limb and say this will be at least better than the Ben Askren and Nate Robinson fight. I think I can say that with confidence based on the lethal right that I saw from Tyron Woodley and some of his finishes and stuff like that. You know, we always talk about the possibility of Jake Paul and KSI fighting. Well, KSI might be gearing up to fight Bryce Hall. If he beats Austin McBroom or whatever in this YouTuber TikToker thing, whatever. It's all a whole sideshow and stuff like that, bro. We already know, bro. But we'll see if the fight is entertaining. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. I mean, people will say, "Oh, we're not gonna watch it." You're gonna end up watching probably the highlights. Probably you're gonna wait till the highlights come out and probably watch it and stuff like that. But yeah, I think this has potential. This has potential to be something a little bit better than what the Ben Askren fight was. But once again, it would not surprise me at all if Jake Paul won this fight. I'm not saying who I'm picking just yet to win this fight. But hey, this looks like a little bit better of an opponent than Ben Askren. At least he looks like a little bit better of an opponent. Not too much better, because I've been looking through all the people that really know who Tyron Woodley is, looking through comments and stuff like that, and a lot of people say that he has a very lethal right hand. I saw it for myself with footage, but he's better as a wrestler. That is more of his specialty. He's more about doing the submission and stuff like that. And that was what Ben Askren specialized in, and we saw how he was with his hands up and stuff like that. And with Tyron Woodley's stance and stuff like that, even though his hands was open, but that'll be what you come with gloves and stuff like that, so you won't be seeing all that. But like, as far as his stance and stuff like that, it didn't look too bad. It didn't look too bad. So, and then when he was swinging and stuff like that, it didn't look too bad. Some of his throws are a little bit wild, and that's stuff that he's gonna have to clean up before he comes to fight Jake Paul, because Jake Paul, I'll give him this. He has some of the fundamentals down. He has some of the fundamentals down, and so that's why I say Jake Paul can still win this fight, because he has those fundamentals of boxing that he's been doing for 4 plus years of training and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll see. Are we gonna get another clown show, bruh? What's about to happen with this, man? I don't know. But Tyron Woodley, this is for Nate Robinson, bro. This ain't even about Ben Askren. This is for Nate Robinson, bro. And we needs this, bro, for the culture, please. Oh my god. But yeah, you guys can let me know what you guys think about this fight down below in the comments. Yeah, your boy is out.